Hey guys. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Motivational Monday. Hope that you're doing amazing, okay? I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend, all right? I hope everybody had a great weekend. So today I wanted to talk about an interesting topic. I wanted to talk about the biological clock, okay? And whether it is really a myth or not as we know it when it comes to a woman's fertility and whether a woman's fertility does decline after 35. Like, that's what I want to talk about today, okay? And where actually does the term biological clock actually come from? Because a lot of people don't even know where the term originated from, as we know it in reference to a woman's fertility window. All right, so I think that would be a very interesting discussion, okay? Because we've been told by the media, we've been told by, society that after 35, it's really hard for women to get pregnant, okay, or to conceive. I wanted to explore whether that was really true. I wanted to talk about that, all right? So hopefully you find this enlightening and hopefully you learn something from this, okay? Because I definitely am going to provide some research, okay? So unfortunately, I think the biological clock at times is used as a way to, in a way, sometimes, kind of scare women in a way, or make them, kind of paranoid about, getting married and having kids under a certain age. Not saying that it's wrong to get married or have kids at a younger age. That's, of course, is fine, but just it kind of makes some women kind of paranoid and kind of rush the process and maybe, make decisions that they shouldn't necessarily make. So that's why I wanted to talk about this. So if you're watching me live, definitely comment live so I can see who's watching. And also, if you're watching me on replay, hashtag replay as well. So yes, it's kind of something as the biological clock has been held over women's head and made, hey Carissa, hey, how are you? It's been a while, hey. So the sad part about biological clock is that the majority of people have no clue how fertility actually works, okay? They have no clue. They're using this term, the biological clock. So we're going to talk about, is this whole thing with the biological clock really a myth or not? And this is going to be really educational, and it's going to make you look at things a little bit differently. Okay, so I hope that you guys are doing amazing. Okay, so if you're watching me live for the first time, hi and welcome. My name is Sasha. Okay, I am a holistic woman wellness coach. Okay, I'm so excited to be here with you guys today to do this topic. So what I do is I help women who are suffering from womb health issues. I help them heal their womb health issues, and also learn how to engage in everyday healthy habits in order to heal, okay? So my superpower is not just helping women lose weight. My superpower is helping women heal their womb health issues using holistic methods and utilizing food as medicine, okay? So my clients, fortunately for my clients have been able to shrink their fibroids. My clients have been able to heal from PCOS, endometriosis, ovarian cysts. My clients have also been able to lose significant amounts of weight, get rid of their excess belly fat, achieve hormonal balance, also get rid of several health conditions such as asthma, such as prediabetes, such as IBS, such as high blood pressure, and the list literally goes on. I've also had clients be able to get rid of estrogen dominance as well, reverse their estrogen dominance, also decrease their heavy monthly bleeding, as well as get rid of painful monthly cramps. And I've had clients as well who were struggling with haven't had menstrual cycles in a long time, be able to get their menstrual cycles back. So I've also helped 3 women so far be able to overcome infertility, who were struggling for years with infertility. So that has been amazing. It's been such a blessing. These women who were able to overcome infertility all took my 12-week transformation program. And I was able to work with them, and they were able to conceive. And one of them has already had her baby. The other one's about to have her baby. So that has been such a blessing. Like, my passion is really helping women not just lose weight, but also heal from the inside out, and that does include healing their womb, because the womb and the body are interconnected. So whether you are wanting to have children or not, your womb health, your fertility health, should be of importance to you, okay? So let's get into the topic, guys. Let's get into the topic. Is the biological clock a myth, okay? And yes, it's been a while. Yes, Clarissa, it has. So like I said in the beginning of the live, the media, society, you know, and even doctors tell us like the chances of women getting pregnant after 35 greatly declines, you know, it plummets, you know. So, you know, that a lot of women are fearful of that. So, you know, you hear doctors even refer to women having children after the age of 35. You'll hear them referring to that as geriatric pregnancies or high risk pregnancies. So even doctors are kind of in on this, you know, they're in on the whole after 35. It's not only rare for you to become pregnant, but it's high risk, quote unquote, right? So a lot of women are fearful of that. So a lot of women are kind of fearful of their 35th birthday. If they haven't had all their children yet, or if they haven't gotten married or had children yet, they're kind of fearful of that 35th birthday. But does our fertility health decline after 35? Does our fertility decline after 35? Is that a real thing? All right, so I want to explore that a little bit more. And I want to tell you where the term the biological clock comes from. And hey to everybody coming in, if you're watching me live, hashtag live. And for those that are catching me on a replay, definitely hashtag replay. So the phrase the biological clock, that as we know it, you know, when it comes to, in reference to a woman's fertility window, that actually comes from a journalist, you know, in 1978, a journalist named Richard Cohen, and you can look this up, wrote an article for the Washington Post called "The Clock is Ticking for the Career Woman." He wrote an article, this was in 1978 when the whole feminist movement and everything was going on. So he wrote this article in reference to, he referenced the term biological clock. He made that a reference to a woman's fertility window. Okay, so that's when the term became popular. That's when people began to use biological clock in terms, you know, in reference to a woman's reproductive age or whenever a woman's able to have children. That's when people started using that term in that, you know, in that manner. So he kind of coined that term, the biological clock, and ever since then people have been using that, and you know, people have been using the biological clock in reference to a woman's fertility window. So he was kind of like the one that made that whole thing popular. And mind you, this was a journalist, not a scientist, not a doctor. This was a journalist. So I just want you to keep that in mind, okay? So before he came up with that phrase, and even till today, the actual meaning of the actual biological clock is our body's natural circadian rhythm. And it's something that everybody has, man, you know, every human being has. So it's our body's natural, you know, waking patterns. It's our body's, you know, it's our body's natural circadian rhythm, you know, which it processes our body's everyday functions as well. So it's your body's natural, you know, sleeping and waking patterns and rhythms in your body, you know. So that's the actual scientific, but that's the actual scientific term when it comes to the meaning of the biological clock. It's not scientifically referred to as the woman's fertility window. It's our body's circadian rhythm, you know. It's like our internal clock, you know, that tells us when we wake up in the morning, when we fall, you know, when we fall asleep, you know what I mean? When it's dark out, that's like our natural rhythm. So it regulates our body's temperature, it regulates our hormonal activity. Okay, so it does have to do with our hormones. Okay, so also it's responsible for so many different functions in our body. So we all have a natural circadian rhythm. We all have a biological clock. Okay, it's not necessarily directly influenced by our fertility. However, you know, it can kind of be associated with your fertility, because here's the thing. If your hormones are out of balance, that is going to affect your body's natural circadian rhythm as well. That's going to affect if your hormones are out of balance, that's going to affect, you know, for example, you know, when your hormones are out of balance, sometimes you may have insomnia, or that's going to affect a lot of your body's processes. That's going to affect your functions of your body, because our hormones affect everything, guys. Our hormones affect everything, believe it or not. So like I said, it's not as directly associated with fertility as we like to think that it is. So there's no magical clock that shuts off at the age of 35, contrary to popular belief. You know, there's not even a magical fertility clock that shuts down at 40. You know, that's not how fertility works, guys. So you're probably wondering, why do doctors refer to pregnancies after 35? Like, why do doctors refer to that as, you know, geriatric pregnancies, you know, or high-risk pregnancies? So let me give you a slight history lesson, and hopefully this is enlightening to you guys. So When it comes to fertility after 35, the reason that number is even made relevant to age 35 when it comes to fertility is because French census records in the 1600s is where a lot of doctors are getting that term from. The age 35 from. That's where, they're getting that, your fertility declines after the age of 35. So that, if you do your research, that's what it is. So a lot of doctors are getting their fertility advice from the 1600s, which is absolutely ridiculous because we're now in 2022 and life is very different now. But that's modern medicine for you. It doesn't really make any sense. But back in the 1600s, of course, 35 was considered old age. And the reason for that is because the life expectancy was like in your early 40s. So of course, by 35, you're considered old age, but now fast forward to 2022 in the US, the life expectancy is 78. And, in the UK, I think it's like 82. So in today's era, things are not the same as they were back then. So the age 35, saying that number is when a woman's fertility declines is actually not true. It's not true at all. Okay. So in today's era, let me give you some, and this is what studies say. In today's era, today's times, when a woman is 27 years old, right, and she's healthy, and her hormones are in balance, she has about an 86% chance of conceiving within a year. Okay, if she's trying to conceive, of course, but she has about an 86% chance of conceiving within a year. That same woman, take that same woman who was still healthy at age 37, who her hormones are balanced, who everything's in balance at age 37, her chances of conceiving within a year, once she's trying, of course, is about 82%. So your fertility only drops about 4% in 10 years. That's between 27 and 37, right? That's only 4% drop. But here's the key word here: healthy. That's the key word, a healthy woman. And that's wherein lies the problem. In today's society, most people, women especially, men as well, but people are not healthy. Healthy means that your hormones are in balance. Healthy means that you are of a healthy weight. Healthy means that, your gut health is great. Your digestion is great. Everything is running smoothly. You don't have any deficiencies. You're not iron deficient. You're not vitamin D deficient. That's what healthy means. Okay. A lot of people don't know. And I'm saying that because a lot of people have no clue what healthy means. They think if you look fine, then you're healthy. If you're not dying of some type of, serious health condition, then you're healthy. And that is not true. That is not true. So, like I said, healthy means healthy weight. Healthy means healthy gut health. Healthy means that, your hormones are in balance. Healthy means no reproductive health issues, no heavy bleeding, no fibroids, PCOS, none of that stuff. That's what healthy means. And that's what your hormones being in balance actually means. So if you are a healthy, if you are of a healthy person, if you are a healthy woman, then there's no way that after 35 that your fertility is going to decline. It doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean? If you are of, like I said, hormonal balance, but here's the thing. That what I just said, rules out about 95% of the population, as far as being of healthy weight, as far as being, in hormonal, having your hormones balanced, as far as not dealing with reproductive health issues. That rules out about 95% of the population. Most of us are not healthy. That's wherein lies the problem. So the sad part of that is that, these things are easily reversible with lifestyle changes. Like, for example, having good gut health. You can achieve that with lifestyle changes and diet changes, as well as having good hormonal health. That can be achieved with lifestyle changes. But for most people, they're not, I don't know whether they don't connect the dots or most people just don't know anyway. But your hormonal balance has more of an effect on your fertility than your chronological age, okay? Your hormonal balance has more of an effect on your fertility than your age, than your chronological age, okay? So I don't want people to be so focused on the age thing, when it comes to your biological clock, because that's not even really true. It's when it comes to fertility window, it's different for every single woman, and your fertility window contrary to popular belief, can be extended if once your hormones are imbalanced and once you improve your health. It can be extended, okay? Not saying that it's going to go up to like 90 or 70 or anything like that, but it can be extended longer than you may think and you've been told, okay? So the health of your gut has more to do with your fertility health as well than your actual age, than your chronological age. Okay, so I just want people to kind of ponder on that. So when you're dealing with these reproductive health, oh, sorry. For some reason it said reconnected, but I'm back. But when you're dealing with these hormonal imbalances, when you're dealing with these reproductive health issues and you're not addressing them and you're not healing them, then that's wherein lies the problem. And the reason why it seems as though some people may struggle with fertility after a certain age is because they've let these hormonal imbalances and they've let these reproductive health issues go on so long, they've abused their bodies so long that, it starts to take a toll on their fertility health, okay? And nowadays, the funny thing is that people are dealing with infertility as early as 21. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, people in their 20s are dealing with infertility as well. A lot of people. It's not just, I'm telling you, it's not just women after 35. No. There's a lot of women because women in their 20s are dealing with PCOS, and women in their 20s are dealing with fibroids. Women in their 20s are dealing with hormonal imbalances. Okay, so it's not, like I said, it's not an age thing. Shayla said, true, exactly. We focus so much on this age. No, it's really the health of your body, more so than your chronological age. And contrary to popular belief, there's a difference between your chronological age, which is how many years you've been on this earth, versus your biological age. There's a huge difference because let's be honest with ourselves. If you are 25 and you are engaging in unhealthy habits, like let's say, for example, you're overweight, you're out of shape, you're not eating healthy, you have all types of reproductive health issues, then your biological age actually could be 40. You know what I mean? So you may be 25 chronologically, but your insides, your hormones may be 40 because you're not taking care of yourself. And there's a 40-year-old that's taking care of herself, that has her hormones balanced, that's eating healthy, that's have a healthy, very healthy lifestyle, has a very healthy lifestyle, that's a healthy weight, that's working out, she may have the, biological age of 25. She may be even healthier than a 25-year-old and be very fertile. So life does not work where it's just, the age thing. That doesn't really matter. The age thing doesn't really matter. How is the health of your hormones? How is the health of your body? How is your hormonal health? That matters more than your chronological age. So we have your biological age is like the measure at the pace at which your body ages every year you're on this earth. So your biological age is a reflection of your habits, your lifestyle habits, your hormones, your exercise, your diet, all of that stuff. So there's a number of things you could do to improve your hormones. There's a number of things that you could do to decrease your biological age, number of things. So, that's what our goal should be, slowing down that aging process, whether you want to have a baby or not, whether it's very important, if we want to be on this earth and have a good quality of life and not be sick and, suffering and, dealing with all these hormonal imbalances, so, things like changing your diet, things like cultivating healthy relationships, things like self-care, things like, managing your stress, getting enough sleep on a day-to-day basis, exercising, all those things have to do or influence, influences your biological age. Okay. So Shayla says it's happening earlier for women because of their diet. Exactly. Infertility is happening nowadays earlier for women because of their diet. It has nothing to do with the age 35. I don't know we already discussed where that came from, but I don't understand why people are still using that age as a marker for fertility. Absolutely not. No, it has to do with your diet. It has to do with your lifestyle. Okay. So your goal should be seeing a steady decline in your biological age. You need to be more concerned with that than your chronological age. Okay. The health of your body, the health of your hormones. Okay. The health of your organs, the health of your gut. Those are the things the health of your womb. Those are things you need to focus on and not, this whole 35 thing. Okay. So I say all that to say, if you're watching this and you're like, look, you know, Sasha, look, I'm struggling. I have, you know, womb health issues. I'm struggling with hormonal issues. And I like, let's say you either, I want to feel better. I want to have better periods. I'm tired of suffering every single month. I'm tired of suffering on a day-to-day basis. I just want to be healthier. I want to feel good. You know, I do have a womb wellness workshop coming up. Okay. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. It's coming up on November 1st. Okay, and this, if you are trying to decrease your biological age and increase your fertility health, improve the quality of your eggs, all that stuff, then you need to get into this workshop. If you're dealing with fibroids, PCOS, heavy bleeding, you know, which means you have hormonal balance. If you're dealing with, you know, perimenopausal symptoms or menopausal symptoms, if you're dealing with any type of hormonal imbalances, you know, if you're dealing with ovarian cysts, endometriosis, any of that stuff, heavy bleeding, I don't know if I mentioned that before, you need to be in this workshop, okay? It's going to be a 3-day Zoom training from November 1st through November 3rd. Okay, so less than a couple weeks. And the training, the womb wellness training, it comes with a womb wellness grocery shopping list. It comes with a womb wellness, I can't remember. Sorry, y'all. A womb wellness meal plan. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot that. A womb wellness meal plan. So what you should eat for the health of your womb. It also comes with 6 hours worth of replays. So you're going to get all the replays from this Zoom training. It's going to be 2 hours per day. And it comes with 1 whole hour of Q&A. We're going to have 1 whole hour of Q&A every single night on the Zoom. And it's going to be amazing because I'm actually going to be able to talk to you guys on a Zoom and help you guys one-on-one as well. And it's going to be a lot more intimate. It's going to be different than anything I've ever done. So I'm super excited about it. It's going to be an amazing workshop. It's going to be very exclusive, okay? And it's going to be limited capacity as well. So if you haven't already registered for this workshop, go ahead and register for this workshop. Some women have asked me in my DMs whether they should register for the workshop if they don't want to have a baby in the future. And I'm like, yeah, of course, because you still want to have healthy hormones, you know, no matter what, whether you want to have a baby or not. You don't want to be dealing with heavy bleeding or, you know, in your 50s, which a lot of women are dealing with, or just horrible menopausal symptoms, which a lot of people are dealing with, you know, or having to get a hysterectomy. This is going to show you how to heal yourself using holistic methods. We're going to go step by step, and I'm going to be providing information in here that I haven't shared on any platform before. All right. So it is very, 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 very serious that you get into this, this workshop. Okay. So if you are interested, if you have any questions on this workshop, you can go ahead and send me a DM. That is fine. If you're interested in working with me, go ahead and send me a DM. And that is pretty much it, guys. When it comes to like I said, your biological clock, like I said, it doesn't have much to do with your age as much as it has to do with your fertility health, with the health of your hormones, with your gut health, with the health of your body, you know? So if you're experiencing reproductive health issues, if you're experiencing deficiencies, anemia, or anything like that, you know, you need to get into this workshop so you can extend your fertility health, okay? You can extend your biological clock, and you can make sure that you live a lifestyle, a good quality of life where you're healthy and happy. I was telling my email subscribers today that there is no, if you're not feeling healthy, if you're not feeling good on a day-to-day basis, then you're not going to have a good quality of life. So part of your happiness is having good hormonal balance. It's really important. Very, very important, okay? And you're not going to have to deal with, you know, excess belly fat, excess weight. You don't have to deal with that when your hormones are in balance, okay? So go ahead and register if you're interested. Like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know and jump in my DMs, all right? I hope that you guys enjoyed this live, all right? I hope that you guys got something out of this, and also realize that we have more control than we think when it comes to our health, when it comes to our fertility, okay? So I just want to, hopefully this is, you know, empowering you to put the power back into your own hands, all right? So that's pretty much it, guys. Love you guys. I want to see you guys later. Bye.